Hey, welcome to another new day. And today we're visiting review lesson 55. But first, we're going to take a quiet moment, just relaxing our minds and our bodies to prepare ourselves for taking in this new review lesson. So, gently closing your eyes down, taking a few moments of quietness and of stillness. Being present to your breath this morning, and we'll consciously draw the breath all the way down into the belly. And as you breathe in, noticing your belly expanding, filling with prana. And as you exhale, gently take the navel back to the spine and just let go. And then breathing in actively, taking that breath down, feeling it going to all your vital organs. And then taking the navel back to the spine and just let the breath spill out so that the inhale becomes more active and the exhale more passive. And just continuing to breathe consciously like this for another few moments. And then we'll make our offering to the universe. So we begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, we are love, we are free. And so we release these words and we let it be. And here we go, lesson 55. So the first one is I am determined to see things differently. So yesterday we said we were determined to see, and now we're, adding to that and saying I am determined to see things differently from the way that I see them now. What I see is a form of vengeance. So this is a kind of a big one to take on, but like we often picture attack and a world that is against us. So I can escape from this world by giving up any attack thoughts that I have, any belief around attack that I have. Next one is I do not perceive my own best interests. And that's because we don't have the whole picture. We are living in a great mystery and we don't understand it all. And so with our limited vision, we have ideas of how things should be or how they should look. But of course, we don't have all the information. I do not know what anything is for. And this one is really about total and utter surrender to love, kind of really coming to accept that we do not fully understand what anything is about. And so we're going to let love lead the way for us. And we're going to drop all our own agendas and plans. And for the ego, this is a real challenge. This is a biggie. So let's dive a little bit deeper into them. I am determined to see things differently. What I see now are but signs of disease, disaster, and death. Okay, and we're all familiar with this. This cannot be what God created for God's beloved child. That doesn't seem right, does it? The fact that I see such things is proof that I do not understand God, or I do not understand love. I do not understand source or the workings of the universe, is another way you could say it. Therefore, I also do not understand God's child. That's me. I do not understand myself fully. What I see tells me that I do not know who I am. I don't recognize the love that I am. I am determined to see the witnesses to the truth in me rather than those which show me an illusion of myself. So I am determined to know and to see myself as love and only as love. And that's a really, really beautiful thing to desire, that you really want to know yourself like that. And I know in the beginning of doing the Course in Miracles, and really up until recently, it's gone now, looking over this way, I had a picture of myself in my communion dress, because when I would look at that, I could see my innocence and my sinlessness. And I wanted it to remind me of my innocence now and my sinlessness. So perhaps taking out a baby photo might be helpful. The next one is, what I see is a form of vengeance. The world I see is hardly the representation of loving thoughts. It is a picture of attack on everything by everything. It is anything but a reflection of the love of God and the love of God's child. It is my own attack thoughts that give rise to this picture. So remember, what goes on within, you see without, you see outside yourself. My loving thoughts will save me from this perception of the world and give me the peace that God intended me to have, or give me the peace that love intended me to have. So I was intended to have a peaceful life, a peaceful existence. So how can I create that? Well, it's by working on my own thoughts, that I can create this peaceful existence, and then I will begin to see a peaceful world all around me. So remember, yesterday we were talking about the soup. What flavor do I want to add to this soup? The next one, I can escape from this world by giving up attack thoughts. So think of all the people and that you may have attack thoughts against, and they may be mostly against yourself, but there may be people that you hold attack thoughts against, people that you find really challenging to forgive, or stories you find really hard to let go of. So herein lies salvation and nowhere else. Without attack thoughts, I could not see a world of attack. As forgiveness allows love to return to my awareness, I will see a world of peace and safety and joy. And it is this I choose to see in place of what I look on now. So we are asked to entertain the idea that everything has happened on the level of illusion and within the play, and therefore I can forgive it. For beneath it all, every living being on this planet is love itself, and we're all playing out different parts. So, when we take this on, this new idea, this new way of thinking, then forgiveness becomes a little bit easier. And we begin to awaken to a new understanding and a new perception of things. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's easier. And, again, we're just asked to have this willingness to entertain these ideas. So I do not perceive my own best interests. How could I recognize my own best interests when I do not know who I am? Okay, I haven't got a grasp on the fact that I am pure love, I am innocent, and I am sinless. What I think are my best interests would merely bind me closer to the world of illusions, because that's what I'm wrapped up in. So I am willing to follow the guide that love has given me to find out what my own best interests are, recognizing that I cannot perceive them by myself. So check in with this. I am willing to follow the guide God or love has given me to find out what my own best interests are, recognizing that I cannot perceive them by myself. So we're calling on love to help us with all our decisions, with all our understandings, with every step that we take as we move through life in this body, in this lifetime. So we do nothing without checking in. Is this in the name of love? Is this loving? Does this serve my higher good and the highest good of all? And our last one, I do not know what anything is for. And again, this is one of my favorites because it means I can kind of just let go. I really haven't a clue. To me, the purpose of everything is to prove that my illusions about myself are real. So we reinforce our illusions all the time. It is for this purpose that I attempt to use everyone and everything. Because if you think about it, all our relationships are often, well, I can own this. Let's put it this way, that it's about what can I get from this? What's in it for me? How does it serve me? It is for this that I believe the world is for. Therefore, I do not recognize its real purpose because, we tend to be very much me, me, me. How is this going to affect me? How is this going to impact me? So the purpose I have given the world has led to a frightening picture of it. So let me open my mind to the world's real purpose by withdrawing the one I have given it and learning the truth about it. So it's asking us to be completely open-minded, completely in that place of surrender, and to really meaning those words that we allow love to use us. So we're going to get out of the way with our own small little ideas and our small workings and doings and allow ourselves to be used and directed by love. So that's what we're taking into meditation today. I don't know what anything is for. I think I perceive my own best interest, but really they lead me astray a lot of the time. And that said, you can never really go astray. That's all part of the illusion because you never truly leave God. You never truly leave the love that you are. But we think we do, and we don't have that knowing of it. So today we're going to actually just throw down all our arms, all our defenses, and literally say, I do not know what anything is for. Here goes. Gently close your eyes down. And just relinquish, even if it helps to, visualize taking off a suit of armor, putting down any weapons, and being in this state of innocence. And when we come from innocence, we can begin to be curious. I wonder what this is, which is very different than, exactly what's going to happen. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. And I invite you to enjoy moving through this day in ignorant bliss, and with the curiosity of a child, full of wonderment and wondering what things are for, rather than thinking you know it all. My heart tears. Take care.